welcome to your evening pick a card reading. Okay, we are doing this pick a card reading at night, and I'm very aware of it's not as clear. But you know what? I think it makes the type of topic that I'm about to talk about perfect, because it is going to be quite a mysterious, emotional, sort of in your feelings kind of pick a card reading. So if you guys want that, stay tuned for that, because this is what this pick a card reading is kind of inspired by. This is the kind of mood that I'm in. We're going to be looking at, for your reading tonight, is what makes you beautiful and what is unique and special about you, okay? But it's on a level of like, I'm going to be kind of tapping into your soul and your emotions. Okay, this is going to be a very feely kind of pick a card reading, which is not what I'm used to, but I don't know what's going on with the moon. I don't know what's going on with the planets. I don't know what's going on with astrology, but like, I felt compelled to come and do a pick a card reading, tapping into your emotions, your soul. But I wanted to kind of make this reading, I wanted it to be focusing on your soul, okay? And what makes you beautiful on a emotional and soul level. So that's where this reading is going to get deep, okay? And I've actually chosen a deck that I really, really love and I'm very, very connected with. And I probably will get emotional in this reading just because I'm clairsentient and I feel the energies and I'm putting myself in a very vulnerable kind of energy. But I don't know, something's out there in the stars or the astrology, or I don't know much about astrology, but I'm feeling deep in my feelings. And you know, usually I wouldn't do a pick a card reading when I'm like completely deep in my feelings, but like, you know, here I am. So this is really exciting, and it may be scary for some of you guys, but you know, if you want to stay around and you want to have a look what's happening within your soul and what makes you beautiful, and like what emotions maybe like you're kind of in right now. Like, I'm sensing there's something about me tapping into your emotions. This is like basically what the whole reading is about. That's why I'm kind of like a little bit stumped with how do I actually put this into words, because it's really hard to put emotions into words, isn't it? So guys, enough of me rambling. We have 4 piles. We have images actually. So can you guys see it? Yes, you can. Yeah, cool. So I want you to choose from your images or your earrings. So we have 4 piles today. We're going to have a look. We're going to go deep within your emotions, your soul, what makes you beautiful. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So choose the pile that you're drawn to and let's get into it. Okay, let's start with pile number 1. Okay, the metamorphosis. Wow, I'm starting off pretty intense, aren't I? But that's okay. I think this is my strongest pile out of all the piles. Pile number 1. You are my strongest. Just in terms of maybe you guys are able to carry your emotions a lot better than the other piles. I feel safe in your pile. I feel strong. I feel like whatever turmoil or challenges or issues or pain comes into your life, you guys can get through it. It's like ride and die. It's giving me the vibe of like, okay, I'm just already channeling. It's crazy. Let me channel and then I'll get your cards. I just have to say this because it's really strong. So pile number 1, what makes you beautiful is that you may actually put up with a lot of people's baggage, people's pain, people's shadow aspects. You may give a lot of chances, pile number one. You may carry a heavy burden, but it's something that you can carry. It's not like, I get this vibe that you're built for heavy stuff. You're built for intense emotions. You're built for, oh God, you're definitely built for pain when it comes to relationships and love. I will say that straight up front. That just came through very, very quickly. You may actually go for relationships that are quite toxic just because you are like a beacon of light for them. It's almost like with a metamorphosis, there's a lot of change that you instigate. It could come from relationships. It could come with just the people that you interact with. I think it's, we don't give to other people that which we don't give to ourselves. So I feel like you guys are aware of the deepest, darkest aspects of yourselves, even if others don't kind of see that from you. I definitely feel like you guys are guarded. You guys are guarded as F. Like, you are able to put up a front where people may not see that there is maybe an aspect of yourself that is actually suffering. You're very good at kind of like masking it. But this gives you the ability to relate and understand the suffering of other people. But I think you don't just suffer for the sake of it. I think you're very good at transmuting pain. That's what the metamorphosis is all about. You guys are very good at changes within your emotions, within your environment. You may have had to go through a lot of changes, part number one. Like, I'm seriously channeling for you and I haven't even got your cards. Okay, that's me just tapping into this image. It is very, very powerful and profound. It's giving me the energy of like, you will go through many metamorphoses, not just one. Many. Like, I don't think you stop evolving. I don't think you stop changing. I think you have many layers to yourself, part number one. And I think you are a rock for other people, but I also feel like you are an example. You lead by example. There's this sense of people need you. Like, I really feel like people need you. People need you. So I think that's good for you. I think you do need people needing you. And I don't say that in a negative sense. I think it's actually beneficial for people to need you, because if people didn't need you, I think it would be wasted energy that you have to help and support and guide people through very, very difficult changes. Very, very difficult changes. Okay, so that was me just channeling this card. Let's get your other cards, because I will be here all night. So I'm just gonna put, I'm gonna actually put your card here, because it's very, very like, the energy coming off that card is insane. It's probably one of the strongest energies I've actually encountered throughout all my decks. I'm not joking. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into your energy further, pile number one. And I've already kind of named a couple of things that I think is beautiful about you, and what is magnificent about your soul, and why your soul should be like congratulated. And I definitely feel like you guys could, like, you guys have a deep soul, far out. I mean, I know that all of these decks will have a deep soul because of the reading and my intention, but you guys, you're loyal as hell. Like, you're a rock. Like, there's a keyword that I have that is bomb-proof. It's called bomb-proof, and it's like indestructible. You cannot, like, I don't care how many times you fall down, you will pick yourself up. And I think you doing that other people are able to do that themselves. Okay, which is pretty powerful. You definitely have something special, pile number one. And it's really funny because I'm always like, pile number one, I'm not interested in pile number one. Just me personally, right? I'm never drawn to pile number one. But I don't know, lately Spirit's like proving me wrong. And pile number ones, wow. I like pile number one now. Okay, I'm gonna get, all right, I'm trying to get you guys some room. All right, okay, what else? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna tap into your energy even more. Okay, let's see. You know what, I'm not gonna do, usually with my pick a card readings, I do channel messages or card messages, but you know what, guys? You're gonna have to listen to the whole thing because I'm not splitting it up for this reading. I'm not. You're gonna have to see the whole thing. Okay, for pile number one, Spirit, can you give me some channel messages of what makes them beautiful, you know? Let me see, you know, what's beautiful about their soul? What, like, let's see. Okay, yeah, of course for this card. Of course for this card. Sometimes I'm like surprised with what Spirit gives me. Like, I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, Spirit is saying you guys would fight. You'd fight from like the bottom of your heart. Anything that you're attached to. Like this card, strong attachments. Strong attachments. Like, it's not easy for you to let go of things that you decide are valuable in your life or are worth your time. You know, I think you guys, you know, I'm gonna be honest here, this is just the energy that I'm feeling. Woo. You guys are not easy to bring people into your energy, and if you do, whoa, the people that come into your energy are very lucky to be acquainted with you, because I do feel like you have walls as high as the wall of China. I just feel that it takes a lot. It takes a level of tenacity and intelligence to be welcomed into your inner world and into your energy of your soul. I will say though, pile number one, you're a lot softer than you may appear to be. Okay, and sometimes I feel like pile number one, you may want to be held, or you may want a level of like nurturance, or just that, just a moment to be, just a moment to surrender into someone else's arms fully. Okay, because I do sense that you guys are a little bit guarded, and deep down I think your soul's like, hey, can someone just like let me just give in completely for 1 second. So guys, that may be a bit of like a, oh, okay, do I not literally give myself completely? No, you don't. And I think your soul desires that. Yeah. So you may want to think about that, pile number one. You do have the capacity to create an intimacy that is pretty unforgettable. I will say that for you, pile number one. You know, even if it's not long term, even if it's short term, you are unforgettable in people's minds. You know, it's almost like you leave a emotional imprint or stain with anyone that you cross or interact with. Okay, I don't like that I can only give you that many cards. Okay, we're gonna get more cards, but these are the cards that Spirit want to give you, so we're just gonna go with it. Pile number one. Okay, let's get with it. So you've got metamorphosis. All right, throughout your whole life, pile number one, your soul will constantly be evolving. All right, you are here to change. You may not recognize yourself in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You will constantly be evolving. And every time that you evolve, you will become stronger, wiser, and also, the more that you collect pieces of yourself, the more that you may have to let go of. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like the more you find yourself, the more you're gonna have to let go of things in your life. You know, it could be people, it could be situations, it could be things that you're interested in, guys, because that's the process of metamorphosis. You know, you're not always going to be constantly excited about something for a long period of time. You are growing and evolving, so your interests will change, your relationships will change, your environments will change. But I also feel like with this card that you affect the change with other people. Like, other people change if they're around you. It's just like a mirror effect, because we are the people, we definitely become a little bit of the people that we hang around. So when you're hanging around other people, they are guaranteed to change in some way, whether they like it or not. That's your influence. That's your, I would say that's your power, and that's kind of like why your soul is involved in this lifetime, to create change. Okay? Not just within yourself, but other people. Yeah. It's almost like it does give me the kind of change of like people find you quite inspiring, you know, because you're quite tough, you're quite strong, you withstand many storms in your life, and that gives the courage and inspiration for other people to do so. You know, you give strength when other people feel weakness. I don't know what gives you strength though. That would be interesting to explore in these cards, pile number 1. So let's get into it. Let's get more info. There's like, your presence is so strong. Just let me take a breath. Okay, let's start. Let's see. Let's get your messages from Spirit. Soul family. Soul family. Ooh. You could be seeking out your soul family, or you could have a family of souls that you connect with deeply. Let's get more info. Oh. It's interesting because we're talking about your soul, and we're talking about like your soul on a deep level. Oh, okay. I wanted to say good things about that card, but then I clarified it with the trickster, and I was like, this could be you being betrayed. Because I'm trying to figure out why you're so strong and why you're such a rock, because strength and having a level of like power that this card does have comes from pain, and I'm feeling it over here. But let's just get more cards. Let's get more cards, because I'm all about the connections of the cards, and we are getting some interesting energies. I tell you, like, guys, there's something going on in the stars astrologically. Like, I am feeling different energetically, and I wonder if you guys are. Put in the comments if you are. Okay. We have some interesting energies here. Let's have a look. So we have the trickster card. No one can trick you. I mean, now, I think you've been tricked in the past, and it could have been with people that you thought you could trust. But you know, sometimes Spirit puts us in those situations to really evolve. You cannot change without a level of friction, disruption, destruction. And you've gone through that. You have. Then we go to the message of warning, and we go to spill the tea, which I find really interesting, because it's like People are talking behind your back, pile number one. And Spirit's giving you a warning here. But you know what? I honestly don't feel like you're affected by this. You know, I actually feel a level of numbness in your energy. And don't take that as negative, okay? I kind of feel like that's just kind of like a mask that you have put up, like a front, because of what you're going through here, what your soul's going through here. You know, probably being lied to, probably being betrayed. You know, it could have been from many different types of people in your life, many different types of relationship. Take what resonates. You know, it could have been your friend group, it could have been your family, it could have been your partnership, your romantic partner. But it's interesting how we've got a message of warning though. It's like Spirit's giving you a warning that people are talking about you. And I want you to know, guys, okay, what really attributes to what makes you beautiful and what makes your soul so profound, like the effect of your soul, like I'm channeling into your soul here, is that people can talk whatever they want behind your back, okay? People can try to trick you now, people can try to like walk all over you, but you are aware of it now. You're like, I ain't having that, like I know. So you're definitely now aware of maybe psychology, like human behavior, people's intentions, people's false intentions. You're aware of it all. Okay? And that unfortunately happens when we get all walked over ourselves. It's like, whoa, okay. I ain't letting that happen again in my life. But people are talking about you, you know, and I want to say that it's not all bad. It's not all bad. It could just be like, they may find you quite confronting, or they may find you quite intimidating. Like, I look at this lady, the card that you chose, and I'm quite starstruck. I'm quite like, okay, I know that there has to be a certain kind of way that I need to act when I'm around her. So I think that's just at first, but like once you decide and give them permission to get closer to you, then they may have a completely different idea of you. But you're happy for them to talk crap about you, because you know that you haven't let them in so deep for them to really mock you. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're talking about their own selves and their own insecurities, because they don't really know you and you haven't let them in so deep. So your soul, in a way, is untouched by this BS, this drama, this warning. It's almost like it should be a warning for them. Part number one. Okay. So that makes you beautiful. Makes you beautiful that you actually protect your authenticity and you know who to let in and you know who not to. We have Nike, Triumph, Mastery, Pride. Wow. Yeah. Guys, you'll be, like, I think a lot of you already are a different person than you were. I think your soul's already quite evolved. Once you click on this video and you pick this pile, you've already evolved immensely. Triumph, Mastery, you should congratulate yourself how far your soul has evolved right now. I do feel for you, part number one, that you've been through a lot. I do sense that, okay, with this metamorphosis, because you cannot change on a deep cellular level, soul level, unless you've been through hell. And you have, and you've come out the other end. Triumph, Mastery. You've mastered yourself in some way, and that's what's beautiful about you. Oh my god, I am not surprised that we have the Warrior. What am I talking about? We go from a 10 to an 11. You guys know that I am very adamant on my number sequences. 10 to 11. Warrior, you are a force to be reckoned with. Your soul is like, I would want you at my weakest moment, pile number one. That's where I want you, right there. Because you will be able to, I feel that you would be able to understand what I'm going through, but you wouldn't need to say anything. You just sit there with me. You may say something, but I just would feel it in your presence. You guys are so powerful. Oh my God, I'm just like on the edge of my seat. Okay, let's have a look. We have the King far out. Leadership. Benefiting those in your charge. You will have a lot of people following your presence. They want to be around your soul because they can feel the soul within themselves. Like I feel like you, pile number one, will be, oh God, you guys are gonna have a lot of attention. You're gonna do big things. You may already be doing big things. But the King, the Warrior, the Metamorphosis, the Nike, like, you need to talk about what means a lot to you. You need to talk about what means a lot to you, and you need to share it. Because sharing what means a lot to you and what impacts your soul is going to literally make waves, impact millions of people. You're the king. You're a king. People want to follow you. You're a leader. You should be a leader. I'm glad. But we also have here with the king enlightened. You are enlightened. There's nothing unstable about this energy. If you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so emotionally unstable, my soul is like running me, like I am literally not in control of my emotions, like my life is chaos, that's part of the metamorphosis that you're currently undergoing, and it's good for you. It's healthy. Embrace it. Surrender, because you're gonna come out with that look. You're a survivor. You are going to be such an inspiration to so many, pile number one. You're an inspiration to me, honestly. Okay? You have a bright future. Bright future. Let's have a look at this card. My goodness. I would say you're a force to be reckoned with, and you've got Mars force. You've got Mars, you've got the Warrior, you've got Metamorphosis. I don't know. I was about to say I need you in my life, guys. And that is what other people are gonna say when they're kind of like here having this I feel like this little encounter. Not even little, like once they kind of become aware of your inner world, your soul. And I tell you, like, you don't keep it that visible, but it's felt. It's felt. It really is felt, even if you do find it hard to kind of open up. It's still felt. Like, you can't go through metamorphosis over and over and over again without energetically feeling your power. Others will sense it, and others do. You're a fighter, warrior, Mars, metamorphosis, king. You are a fighter. You'll get through any battle. If you guys are struggling right now, I want you to know that is part of the process. It's just like, look at this. It's to master the self. You cannot become a king without knowing your weaknesses, your limits, your darkest hour. Like, that's what I'm telling you. You guys have gone there. You could have gone through like a dark night of the soul. I wouldn't be surprised. And I reckon no one would have known. But you being there, you'll find your way to everyone that is going through a dark night of the soul, because you've been through it yourself. So spirit will kind of guide you towards other people to help them. 10 of Wands. My goodness. Oh, I've never loved the 10 of Wands so much. Like, you know, if you guys don't know what the 10 of Wands is, it's like a burden. It's like a heavy burden that I have to carry on my shoulders. But it's like, you happily carry this burden. You happily carry it because you can, and you're built for it, and there is nothing that pressure won't do for you. Like, you'd rather experience a sense of pressure because you know that it leads to ultimate change. And you're all about change, metamorphosis, change. So if we're talking about my number sequences, we got double 10. 10 of Wands, you carry burdens, and then you've got the warrior. You're built for it, you're fit for it, you're fit for war, basically. So if you guys are ever feeling like, you know, hitting rock bottom, that's where you need to be, unfortunately, guys. Actually, I'm not going to say unfortunately, because that is where your metamorphosis comes in. That's where you find, that's where your soul gathers strength. Like, I feel like it's like reservoir of strength. Like, you've got this bank of strength, not bank of money, bank of strength. And that is more valuable than money for you, pal number 1. Your soul, wow. You are honestly, and it's you don't use this in a destructive way. You could definitely be very destructive, giving me devil energy. You could definitely go down that road of taking advantage of people, manipulating people, hurting people, revenge. Oh, you could, but no. You know that that's just weak. You'd rather other people destroy themselves without you even going near them, because you know that that will actually help their metamorphosis, their transformation, their change. But you don't want to be involved, seriously. Okay, point number 1. That is what makes you beautiful. I hope you could have got the beauty out of that. I know it sounds very heavy, but we're going deep. We're going deep and emotional in this reading. All right, we're gonna get your what are these? These are your intuitive emotional messages. Oh, I'm calling them emotional because I get very emotional when I touch it right now. Ooh. So guys, these are your intuitive messages, or just general messages from what I've been talking about. Spiritual, yes, you are very spiritual. It's really interesting. I'm noticing my energy while I'm coming to the end of your reading, pile number 1, and I'm just like, I need to go and be by myself and meditate. Because I feel like I need to address some things within myself. It's really interesting, and I think you do that for other people. You are definitely special and unique. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, you'd gladly take a risk, guys. I don't need to tell you to take a risk. Usually this card is about you need to take a risk, but you take a risk. You take a risk every time, and it pays off, I tell you. Chemistry. My God, people are attracted to you. Far out. Guys, I forgot to tell you at the beginning of your reading. Your energy is hypnotic. It is so magnetic just because of people can sense and feel what you've gone through, and they can recognize that within themselves. All right, and you're able to you're just able to be a solid mirror for people to reflect their own process of change that they're going through. Okay, so you're definitely very, very, like, people can easily get connected to you, and you may realize that, you know, you may realize that you're like, why is my energy so Why are people holding on to my energy? Why, you know? Let's have a look at this card. Oh, I'm not surprised. What was I just saying? A secret admirer is going to reach out. Yeah, you probably have millions of secret admirers. I'm going to say it, part number one, okay? You may not know that. You may not even care. And I think it's like you not caring. It's like, ooh, that's why they will come after you. There's something deep within you that people cannot like grasp or understand because you don't give them the information. You're not open as much. And I think that hidden protectiveness that you have makes people go crazy. So part number one, that was your reading. That's what makes you beautiful. That was me tapping into your soul. Very beautiful, very deep. Such a brave, strong energy, part number one. So guys, if anything resonated in that reading, feel free to leave a comment. I love your comments. If you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do if you want future readings. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into pile number two. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. We're having a look at everything about your soul. Like, what is your soul all about? What makes you beautiful? You know, we're getting quite deep here. We're getting into, well, I'm getting into your emotions, into your feelings, because I'm clairsentient and I read energies, and we're going there. We're going into places that you may not want to go. Guys, okay, that's what I'm feeling tonight. That's what Spirit's brought me here to explore. And it's interesting because I was actually drawn to this pile. You know, I was actually thinking whether, you know, I want to put myself in this in terms of like, if I do feel drawn to a pile, do I want to actually go there and say that? But, you know, guys, I will, you know. I was drawn to this card, so I'm with you guys, pile number two. So let's get into it. So what makes you beautiful? What makes you... What... Like, we're going to the depths of your soul here in this reading. And you guys chose this blue earring, which is stunning. Okay, it's very... I feel like it's very captivating. I feel like it's very alluring. I do feel like it's alluring, isn't it? I feel seduced by this earring. I'm gonna be blunt. I feel seduced. When I look at it, I feel like seduced. Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying it. So you guys may be able to easily seduce people, or people may be easily able to seduce you. We'll get more into your energy, but you guys chose the confusion card. So when I look at this card, okay, I'm reading your energy. I'm definitely reading the energies for this reading. Let's read what it says first before I go deep into it. Confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, far out. I'm like getting really, really emotional right now, but I'm just gonna have to contain myself. Especially this card, like it's very, very, how would I say it, fragile, but it's also very, very powerful. Like I've never had a contrast where something feels so fragile and, oh, how do I say it? Like, I can't put it into words, part number two. So I'm just going to say fragile, but powerful. Powerful, so powerful at the same. We have the storm here. Can you see the storm? And we also have this, I feel like it's a human. I don't know what gender it is. I'm going to say genderless. Just surrendering to this storm. I do kind of feel like this body is underwater, floating on water, but also there's like a little light here. So he's not, I'm saying he, I don't know why, guys. This person is not completely in the darkness. There is still light within this confusion, within this storm. There is a way out. There is a way out. So, if we're talking about your soul and what's beautiful about you, is that through any sort of uncertainty, through any darkness, through any storms, you can surrender. Like, wow, guys, wow. But I'm just saying that's huge. Surrendering to resistance, surrendering to forces that maybe are out of your control. And the more that you surrender, I think the brighter that your soul shines. If a soul does shine, I don't know, but there's a light within yourself that keeps you from drowning. She's literally floating. But, you know, honestly, if she didn't have that light within herself, or you know what I'm really getting from this card, I'm getting a level of hope, you know, because if you were hopeless, you would drown here in this picture. So what makes you beautiful is that you are hopeful. And it's really interesting I chose this part because my middle name is Hope. Just registered that. So I want you to know, pile number 2, any sort of conflict, chaos, storm that you're going through, you can draw on a level of hope. You can draw on a level of surrender. Yeah, you guys do not hold grudges. You guys do not hold onto things. Like there's interesting, like before I get your cards, there's this energy of like your body won't tolerate holding on to too much darkness, too much toxic stuff. Yeah. And I wonder where that comes from. I think it comes from it comes from something bigger, guys. I do sense that you guys could possibly, if you haven't already, develop a level of sense of purpose in your life. Because if we didn't have a level of purpose, if we didn't have a level of meaning, why the hell would we just want to surrender and float in that horrible storm and those horrible conditions? What's the point? But there is a point for you. Because you have a purpose. My God, I'm about to fall off my chair, guys. What the hell? You might, yeah, power number, okay, I'm gonna get the cards because we'll be here all night. Power number 2, you have a purpose. You have a massive purpose. If you don't feel like you have one, you're gonna find it. You're gonna develop it. Okay, you know, I think for some of you, especially if you're younger, it will come later. It will come later, okay? Great things take time. You know, you may still need to kind of develop your personality or develop... Okay, I'm just going to put it frank. I think for pile number 2, you have a soul contract. We all have soul contracts, but yours is pretty out there. Like, I have channeled it, so Spirit wants me to talk about it. I do believe we all have soul contracts. Whether we want to pay attention to it, whether we want to entertain it, whether we want to kind of like follow it, that's up to us. You guys will know. You will know. You will discover. You'll know that you have a soul contract. You have a purpose. You're here for something bigger. And that's what helps you. That's what helps you from not drowning here in confusion, uncertainty. You know, yeah, what is the opposite of confusion? What is the opposite of uncertainty? It's being completely certain. Completely certain. Knowing exactly why you're here. Having a soul's purpose is what you are all about, my lovelies. And I'm really excited. This is like really exciting. This makes me excited. Your pile. Yeah. And I'm also getting, you know, this card gives me the Hermit in Tarot. You know, the Hermit. If you guys are familiar with Tarot, the Hermit has a little lantern. He holds it in like dark times. Especially when he's going within himself. So you guys could be very solitary. You could have a very vivid inner world. You could prefer your own space, your own time, your own energy. Yeah, you guys have, yeah. I think what I feel for you, pile number 2, is that like the depths of your soul are endless. Like there's no ending. There's no, like, your soul is like not even dense. It's just like, I can't even explain it, but like your soul is endless, if that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't, but if people were to try to grasp your soul in a physical sense, it would be impossible. It'd be impossible. Okay, let me get some more cards. What else? Okay, I'm also getting for you, all right, what makes you beautiful is that you are quite complex, okay? And I hate it because I think people that are hard to figure out or hard to understand or hard to grasp are given the title, well, not always, but, you know, they can be given the title of complex. And it can be unsettling, or it could just be like given a bad rap. But in this reading, I am telling you, complex is good for you. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you would do well if you were in any sort of energies that were, what's the opposite of complex? Simple? Simple? No, you don't want to be there, okay? I mean, you wouldn't be floating in the ocean if you were simple. No, you wouldn't be. You strive. You know, you could be the type of person that likes to figure out problems, like complex problems, or likes to really solve mysteries. You know, you could be into spirituality as well. I'll get you a tarot in a minute, pile number 2. Okay, I'll get you a tarot in a minute. I'll get your tarot because I don't have room, so I'll have to do your tarot on top. Okay, let's get into your cards. Let's see. Let's get more. What makes you beautiful? God, I'm drinking cold coffee. Oh well. I also feel for you, part number 2, is that you do things a little differently. Very differently. Very, very differently. And I think that is very beautiful about you. Very beautiful about you. I don't want you trying to do what everyone else is doing, part number 2. Okay? Your soul doesn't like that. Your soul's going to start resenting you. Your soul's going to rebel. Your soul's not going to like that. So just embrace that you are unique and you do things differently. Okay? I think that was a very strong message. Ooh, we have the other world. Oh my God. Talk about me going deep and heavy and emotional. Of course I'm going to get the cards out. But I like this for you. Let's keep going. Oh, manifestation. You got to be careful. You got to be very careful, guys. Because what you put out there is what actually manifests. You are a master manifestation. How do you say it? Manifesta. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Like, my emotions are taking over my words. Like, I'm telling you, like, I am completely in my emotions. Okay, so we have a lot of black here, we have a lot of darkness, don't we? Don't worry, it's fine. Oh my God. Oh, intense. Okay, wait. Yeah, I don't mind this though, because I'm gonna tell you all about this right now. Okay, so we have the fault line. All right. We have a lot of cracks there, can't we? And we've got this one big crack there. One big crack. It's interesting because it's like this big line in the sand is creating lots of different cracks, isn't it? It's like a ripple effect. I feel like you guys have a ripple effect. Your soul has a ripple effect. So you guys need to be very, very careful. Because as above, so below. So I think you guys have your soul, and what is so beautiful about you is that I'm not even getting to the other world card. It's these 2 cards. The energy that you put out there is what you get back. Okay? It gives me that kind of like, how do I say it? like magician vibes, where, you know, your energy is, oh, like, whew. I just get ripple effects. It's like, if other people were to do an action, it wouldn't impact as much as it would for you. So you guys need to be very careful. And it makes me feel like that you guys may have quite a strong spiritual power. Because that's what happens, guys. It's almost like what you touch. It's giving me this energy of like, what, be careful what you wish for. Because it will come true. It will definitely come true. Oh, wow. That is the purity of your energy. Your energy is very pure. The more pure your energy, the closer you are to experiencing source. Pure energy equals source energy, and that's what you have. I'm also getting another energy for this. What makes you beautiful is that you're not afraid to create a ripple effect. Okay? You're not afraid to... Remember how I was saying that you do something differently, okay? You're not afraid to stand in that difference. You're not afraid to kind of... It's like you will do something because you want to do something, not because you want to follow what everyone else is doing. That is powerful. That's where be bold and make the first move comes in here. You're creating ripple effect. Even if it's uncomfortable for other people. But you wouldn't have it any way because you want to be true to yourself. There is something here that I feel that you guys have like mastered here, part number 2, is that you do have a strong sense of self. Strong. I don't know if that comes from your soul, or I just think that's what makes you beautiful here. Maybe it's because with the confusion card that you didn't have any sense of self once, and then like you learned to have to kind of like find an understanding and find the meaning, which you have, okay? So yeah, you're not afraid to be bold. You're not afraid to create change as well, similar to part number 1. But yours is because you're just being yourself. And I'll tell you, there are not a lot of people that can completely be themselves. And that's what makes your soul beautiful. You're what's that saying? Unapologetically yourself. So that's when manifestation's coming very, very quickly. So be careful what you wish for. Make sure you're wishing for the highest good. I'll get into the other world. The other world is very interesting. Going back to the spirituality, I do feel here that I'm getting 2 channels from this other world card, okay? I'm getting you transition between different realms, okay? That's what I feel very spiritual for your energy, you know. Of course I chose this, so I could be very spiritual as well. I'll get back to that. I feel like that needs another card, more energies. Let's keep going. If you're wondering why the cards are very gloomy, it's because I picked specific decks, okay, that are very like melancholy and very like deep. Oh, you are spiritual. What was I like? Seriously, why didn't I have to question? Do not question yourself. Okay. I said, and I picked up, this is a very spiritual pile. I want you to trust your instincts, and I want you to trust your hunches, because you have them, pile number 2. Your intuition is very, very profound. Reveals an intimate union with the divine mystic. You are, for sure. Anyway, we got water here. Water is, oh my God. What is water? What does it represent? Your emotions. I feel like it represents your unconscious. but it represents everything that is hidden. And we have a person in a mask here, hiding opulence. It's time to lead. You are leading in all that is hidden. Yeah. You may bring things to people's awareness, pile number 2. Things that are hidden about themselves. You bring them forth. And it's interesting because people may not even like suspect that it came from you. Gotta be careful with that though. You could also be very, people could very easily project onto you. Okay. But I think you're aware of that. With the submission card, you know, people will be easily wanting to submit to you. We also have feel loved and proud. Yeah, okay. With the submission card, guys, you, my pile number 2, we're talking about what makes you beautiful, and we're talking about your soul, and I'm getting like into your emotions and everything, your feelings. You guys can love deeply. Completely loved it deeply, especially with this confusion card in terms of the ocean that I see here. Deeply, you guys can love deeply. I'm gonna have a look at this card. Let's have a look at your astrology card. Second house. Oh, interesting. Owning. Second house is all about your values. Pile number 2. It can also be about money as well, finances, just because I see a big coin there. Oh my goodness. I just got the biggest channel just then, like it was huge. Okay guys, there is no money that can be given to you to take away your spiritual gifts. There's no, like, you guys have spiritual gifts. You're the mystic, right? Did I point that out? It's almost like giving the vibe that no one can give you enough money for you to hand over your gifts, to surrender and be like, hey, I'm not going to use my spiritual powers. No, there is no amount of money or price. No. Like, guys, you have to trust your spiritual gifts, panel number 2. I'm telling you, you have them. They're amazing. They're powerful. They come from your soul. They're probably part of your soul contract. Yeah. And I will say with the second house, your values. You put your values before a price. Very powerful here for you. This other world, before we get into your intuitive message, this other world is really speaking to me, and I feel like I need to get you another card. So I'm going to get you another card. And then we're going to quickly get your tarot. So this other world, Spirit, I think this is just about you, you know, being able to connect to other realms because you're a mystic. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Guys, this is like the last card in this deck. It's the last card. And you know what it says? It's the soul of the world, all that is. And I'm talking about your soul here, all that is. When it's in light, it is tending to the sacred details of life. Wow. Accept or reject none. Wow. This is your soul. This is what your soul is made of. Oh my God. Oh, everything. Okay, let's get your tarot, because I'm a bit like my emotions a bit like, oh, I feel in shock for your pile, which is interesting. Okay, so you may actually, people may be quite shocked by you, or I don't know how to explain it, like they don't quite believe what they're experiencing with you or what you're about. It's almost like unbelievable. Quickly get your tarot and your intuitive messages. Oh, Page of Fire out. Talk about spiritual. Page of Cups is like it's a surprise. You're like, no way did that happen. It's almost like a synchronistic moment. Your soul is full of synchronicities. Okay, you guys may see signs from spirit, your angels. You may have a lot of experiences in your life that appear like coincidences, but no, it's not coincidence. No way. Ace of Cups. Wow. King of Cups. You've got all cups here. All cups. Okay, you could be a water sign just because water is for, what is it? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you don't have to. You could have it in your chart. If we get another water, I'll be surprised. You know, you've got air. Queen of Swords. I'm glad you've got the Queen of Swords because it tells me that you're in control of your emotions. You're not letting your emotions get the better of you. But I like it because your emotions give you a level of depth. It gives you a level of spirituality. It gives you a level of being able to feel very, very deeply, pile number 2. You do. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, which is interesting. It gives you kind of this... It's interesting because when I look at the Queen of Swords gives me this vibe of detachment. So you're not so consumed in your emotions that you can't understand them, if you get what I mean. Like if you just had all emotions, you'd be so like, oh. But now that you have this level of rationality with the Queen of Swords, you can actually step back and be like, hey, what are my emotions sort of telling me? What's going on? Queen of Swords is a master learner. She can learn very quickly. She's very, very sharp at grasping, like, anything to do with her mind, what's going on. Very quick mind, Queen of Swords. Sharp mind. Very reflective. I think you guys are reflective of your emotions. That's what it is. Very. Okay, let's get your intuitive messages. These could be what we'll be talking about or just general messages. Stop worrying, your angels are with you. Oh, your angels are with you. I'm not surprised. You're very mystical. If you have career changes, you could be going through some career changes at the moment. There could be career changes on the horizon. We have set clear intentions, so you're capable of having whatever you desire. Yeah, guys. It says be bold and make the first move, guys. So if there's something that you desire, your soul desires, act on it. Because you can have it, right? For this pile, I feel like your desires can manifest with the manifestation card. You gotta be, yeah, I got it. All right, let's get more. Ooh, yeah. Turn your self-doubts into appreciation. You have so much to offer. Focus on creating feel-good vibes. You do have so much to offer. Blessing is around the corner. Keep going. Oh, it's landed on the Mystic. On your values. So whatever you value is going to be very successful. So my lovely pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you got something out of it. Okay, if something resonated, feel free to leave a comment. I love your comments. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do so that I can see you in another reading. All right, let's get into pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let me take a sip of my cold coffee. Don't ask me why I'm drinking cold coffee late at night, okay? Like, I will have coffee cups everywhere around in my room. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, I forgot to have my coffee. And then it's like 5 hours later and I'm drinking coffee at like 9 p.m. Which I should not be drinking, but, you know, doesn't happen often. So, you guys chose the unknown card. I like it a lot. Gives me really good energy. So we're talking about what makes you beautiful. We're tapping deep within your soul. I'm clairsentient, so I will be tapping into your emotions, your feelings. But basically what we're doing is we're making this positive, you know. We're kind of seeing the magnificence of your soul, okay? And we're giving your soul a chance to express itself. But, you know, we're definitely seeing what makes you beautiful as well. Okay? From the cards and the energies and what I'm feeling. So you guys chose this card. You chose the unknown, knowing the unknown, and this beautiful earring. Okay? I love this. This card's giving me a very good energy. I'm feeling comfortable in the unknown, and I don't know whether that's just me, but I'm definitely feeling like you guys are okay. You're okay in the unknown. You're okay with maybe not knowing where you're going or what's happening, or it's also giving me like this energy of the realm of possibility. Like you're happy to venture into the realm of possibility. Like anything can happen. That is what I feel like the unknown is about. It's like, okay, if it's known, then we know what's gonna happen. We know. But if we don't know, we're in the unknown, there is so much possibilities, okay? There is just like this universe of potential that is yours. But only if you are able to invite the unknown into your life. And I think you do that very well. So this gives me the energy that you guys could be my most open pile. My most open energy, which is quite interesting because I wouldn't suspect that, but I do sense that. So you guys are, yeah, you're very open, you're very susceptible. I think I'm getting this energy of a muse, like, you know, a muse where they can absorb other people's energies and you just become this, like, you guys could be my artists, honestly. You could be my artists, my musicians, my poets, my writers, my like whatever you want to express from your soul. I think you do it by being, I feel like, enmeshed by other souls, because your soul thrives in other people, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. I want you to know that, guys. You're probably my pal that finds deep inspiration from other souls, and you can relate to other souls really well, you know. You may be, though, I will say pal number 3, my pal that may struggle with an identity just because you're so good at, like, you know, when you're around, you know, like I heard this example in a podcast about, like, it's just an example. I'm just going to use it because it's coming through. You know, when you watch a movie and then at the end of the movie, you kind of like walk out of the cinema feeling like you're the main character that was in the movie? Just because I don't know what it is, but like you're so connected with the soul of the movie star character. That's what I'm getting, you guys. You guys would be amazing actresses. Oh my god, you could be an actress. You could be an actress. Pile number 3. That's beautiful, because like there's so much expression that could come from your soul, so much potential there for you. Like your soul is an open vessel. I know it's not a vessel, but it's like there is potential there. Like your soul is filled with every other soul is how I'm gonna describe it. You have the ultimate soul, pile number 3. Yeah, so anything that you need, you just get from other souls, and that's good. That's a good thing, okay? I'm not saying that's bad. Yeah, highly creative soul, highly creative. Okay, you guys could like honestly feel music like no one else can feel music. I just channeled that, okay? You know how when people can feel music and it's like a whole language speaking to them? That's what music may do to you. And that's what's beautiful about you. Yeah. Also with the unknown card, what makes you beautiful? Let's just get back to basics. Let's not go so deep here. You are able to explore new things. You know, you're not afraid. You know, you're very good at, maybe, like, I'm getting a sense of travel. You guys, your soul may long for travel. You may be traveling as I speak. You may kind of like to, you know what? I know that I always associate Sagittarius as travel, but you could have Sagittarius in your chart or something. Like, it's giving me Sagittarius vibes. It's giving me also very philosophical vibes. And that's what I find the Sagittarius to be. Very, they're just like my wanderers. My wanderers, but, you know, they still have direction. They still teach through their experiences. It's interesting with the unknown, because like if you embrace the unknown, that gives you a lot more experience and a lot more yeah, I think you, as well as with the unknown card, it's giving me, you guys are you're wise. You've had a lot of experiences under your belt. Your soul's gone through lots of different experiences, because you've embraced the unknown. So that gives you like a wider scope. Okay. What else for pile number 3? Spirit, what is beautiful about them? Yeah, okay. I do feel like you're kind of like a nomad. Like, I don't know whether you have, like, yes, of course you're going to have relationships, right? We're in a world where there's people. But I do feel like you're very much yourself and you don't mind your own company. You could be very good at, oh, ooh, that's a lot. I just feel like you're a nomad. Like, you travel light. You could move to any location and be okay with it. I don't feel like you lay your roots too firmly anywhere, okay? Because you like to explore. Your soul likes to explore, and that's what's beautiful about you. All right, let's get your energies. Let's have a look at your cards, my lovelies. We'll get your tarot as well. So pile number 3, let's have a look. Let's get more into what makes you beautiful. Lover. Oh, wow, such a striking card. It's very colorful as well. We'll get more info. Honor your mystical creative force. Didn't I say you were creative? It's really interesting because I was kind of saying, you know, of course you would be a beautiful lover. I'm not saying that, but I feel like this card doesn't give me that. It doesn't give me the energy of love between two people. It gives me the love within yourself, a love, and also a love for something creative, because we have here, honor your mystical creative force. There's something here that you may actually be very talented at, or you may be very passionate about. Okay, passionate love towards something creative, definitely there. Okay, and it also kind of like comes from your soul, that creative force. It comes from there, you know. And I always also feel like your soul, it comes from the unknown depths of your soul. Wow. You've got a very ancient little wizard here. Can you see it? Sort of, yeah. And you've got Cancer. I feel it could be Cancer. You don't have to be. Yeah, guys. I don't know what I'm getting at. I keep getting back to music. Oh. My artists, my actors, my musicians, it's just coming through because we have a number sequence 16, 17. So a number sequence is like numbers that go up. So we first start with the 16, which is I feel, and then we go with the lover. It's like I feel deeply the love from my soul, from my heart. I think the love that you feel is this creative force that I'm getting. Literally, we have this girl, okay, she's bleeding. She's bleeding. Like there's something here about you bleeding for your art. I know that sounds very dramatic, but the arts is dramatic. You put your emotions out there. Your emotions can be seen, felt, like, and heard. Yeah, wow. I was like feeling like you guys are my most open, wasn't I? But then we have the ancient, elder experience and lessons. I want you to know that that is because you embrace the unknown. And if you embrace the unknown, what is beautiful about that is that you actually learn a lot of lessons. You go through a lot of experiences, and you become a lot wiser. Especially if you're young, you're gonna be a lot wiser than your age. All right. People may meet you and you're quite young, but then they're like, well, you've been through a lot. You have a lot of wisdom. A lot of experience. That's what I'm getting here, okay? That is what is beautiful about you. But that only happens when you embrace the unknown. It's almost like I feel like if you don't embrace the unknown, you kind of limit your youth. Eye to eye. Oh, interesting. I love it. Spirit's giving me a number sequence here. I'm all about my number sequences. 22, 23. So you honor your mystical creative force, and you've got eye to eye. Interesting. Oh, expression, storyteller, far out. She's playing a musical instrument. Like, honestly, like, this is about you expressing your soul. You know what? What's beautiful about you is that sometimes you don't know what's gonna come out of your soul. You don't know what you're gonna express. You don't know what's gonna come through. It's the unknown. You have to feel it, embody it, embrace it, express it, and then it's almost like, oh, now I know. It's kind of like reversal. It's like you don't know what's happening until it actually becomes embodied in you and you feel it and you experience it, because you're a Cancer here. You're feeling. Creative force. Yeah, you guys are my creatives. We have karmic relationship. You guys could be. The hanging bone seeing the signs. Okay, I'm gonna turn them all over. Okay. So, karmic relationships. You could attract a lot of them in your life. A lot. We go from 22, 23, and 24. Eye to eye. It's making me feel puzzled. I really want to read it. Guys, I want to read it. So bear with me. I'm going to read it for you. Oh. Let's have a look. I just want to read it because I can't channel it. It won't let me channel it. So we have eye to eye 23. It's really striking. And by the way, it's the center of your reading. Very important. 23, 23, 56. Oh, I spy with my little eye, you. Do you view things from other perspectives? Oh, no way. Trying to see eye to eye with the beings in your world. Remember, reality is all relative to the human experience. In your reality, there is only your truth. And all you can do is try to understand someone else's truth. Seeing eye to eye, or at least respecting someone's reality, can make life less of an argument or competition and more a meaningful existence. Yeah, wow. Oh, so sorry, guys. Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh. Okay, guys. All right. I get it now. All right, guys. People are not gonna see eye to eye to you. all the time. And that's when it comes into these karmic relationships. They will be, okay, you're going to get the most karmic relationships throughout these piles, all right? And that's a given, just because you're so open to the unknown and you're so able to feel, and you're just, your heart is on the outside of your chest. Pile number 3, I'm gonna just be blunt, and that is so beautiful. Okay, that is beautiful about you, all right? It's nothing, that is what's the most beautiful about you. I'm gonna put it in a nutshell. You wear your heart on the sleeve or outside your chest. A lot of people won't see eye to eye to you, not straight away, but the deeper that they kind of get to know you and understand you, they'll realize that there's something within themselves that they have to face, that you've brought through for them. Because remember how I said you're a muse? So guys, when you're a muse, fire out. Whew. You don't just pick up other people's energies. You attract people that also bring out, you know, energies from yourself. So you guys are getting a lot of karmic relationships. And when you work through a lot of karmic relationships in your life, this is a beautiful thing. It gives you also a lot of wisdom, a lot of lessons, and a lot of experiences, okay? So this is what makes you this beautiful, ancient, old, wise soul. It's because you've worked through karmic relationships. We also have hanging bones, seeing the signs, a new start is coming, okay? I want you, right now, we're talking about the present here, is that there are signs from spirit right now being presented in your life as we speak, okay? And I think these signs that spirit is sending you is leading you to something new, okay? Oh, let's get your tarot now. So pay attention to the signs. Let's quickly get your tarot, because I really want to get into the last pile without this video failing on me, because that would be disastrous and then I'll end up being very upset. So we have the Star, for sure. You're meant to be on the stage. You're meant to be on the stage. Pile number 3. You know, get into performing arts. Like, there's something here. Oh, judgment. Wow. Oh, chills, literal chills. Judgment is where you get those lessons, those experiences. Like, judgment is, you have to face the unknown to go through a judgment. Judgment's rebirth. Judgment is like, you know. Oh my god, then you get the Tower. Wow. Interesting, because that Tower card is not a tower. I will say, what I'm feeling about is what makes you beautiful. And this Tower card's giving me something really interesting. I'm just gonna, oh, the Empress, beautiful. And then we've got one more card. Temperance, oh, far out. No, oh, it all fell. Oh, look at that. You know what? Talk about dramatics. Pile number 3, dramatics. So much drama in you. Poor number 4 is not going to get any of those beautiful tarot cards, but that's okay. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say with the Tower card, pile number 3, is that this gives me this level of emotion. Like, you guys can embody an emotion like there's like, oh, you're just able to, like, if someone gives you, it's, I don't know if this is weird, I'm channeling this. This Tower card is giving me this ability to be able to impersonate. I don't know. Okay, you're able to completely channel your emotions into things. Creative pursuit is what it's giving me, okay? Then you also have creativity with the Empress. Expression with expression. Temperance, healing, okay? We have, the healing is interesting because we've got all these puzzle pieces, trying to put the puzzle pieces together. there could be this new, I think that's the science, like you're trying to like put all the science together, trying to figure out what it all means. You'll figure it out, because there's a new start coming. Let's have a look if the intuitive messages let us know a little bit about this new beginning, or this new start that's coming for you guys. Yeah, Spirit, so these are just intuitive messages, or general messages. Soulmate. Oh, you could definitely be your soulmate to someone. You could have had these karmic relationships, could have been soulmates. You're definitely a bait for that. Oh yeah. Motivation is on your side. You are entering a time of effortless flow. Sail the breeze with a smile. Yeah. A new job. That could be the new start that's coming, guys. A new job opportunity or position. Maybe your soul craves a new job. We have new love as well. You could be, you know, entering a new love partnership that could be coming through. New love could be coming your way. Another soulmate connection, another karmic connection. I'm sorry, part number 3. You are just a bait for them. You're gonna have a lot of them in this lifetime. And then we have learned something new. So you could be learning something new. Interesting. So my lovely pile number 3s, that was your reading. I hope you got something out of it, something resonated. If so, feel free to leave a comment. I love your comments. If you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do for future readings. And I hope you got something out of this reading, and I'm sending so much love. Okay, pile number 4. Let's get to your reading. This is the last reading. Let me have a sip of my cold coffee. I think yours is going to be the most challenging, but you know, the most challenging is the most rewarding. Okay, so don't click off. We're having a look at what makes you beautiful. We're diving deep into your emotions, your feelings. This is a very deep, like, I don't know, like I said at the beginning of the reading, if you missed the intro, there's something happening, astrological or in the stars or something. Like, my mood is completely shifting. I was basically, I feel like this may sound very weird, but I was kind of forced here to do this reading. Yeah, just because of some sort of shift within my emotional being. So I'm going with it, and I'm embracing it, and I'm excited to be here with your reading, because I know that yours is the toughest, but I'm glad it's the last. So let's have a look. What makes you beautiful? Let's get to the depths of your soul. Let's see what's happening, what's going on. We have disordered desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So, what is beautiful about you, pile number 4, okay? I don't know whether all of you are going to resonate with this, but like I say with all my readings, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I should have said that for all the others, but for you, I really need to put this forward for you, because with this energy, okay, disordered desire tells me that there is a level of unconscious energy that is driven from your soul, but it's for a reason. Okay, all right, we all have this, you know, we all kind of let our unconscious drive us to an extent, to help us grow, to help us learn, to help us evolve and get to that kind of self-actualization that a lot of people talk about when we talk about personal development and all that kind of stuff, you know, like the real actualized self. And that is what's beautiful about you. Let me start off with that. You'll be a self-actualized person just because of this disordered desire and letting your unconscious run your desires, your emotions, your feelings. I want to be honest with you, because I really want to make this, I don't want this to be like a you let someone run off with your desires as a bad thing. I think it's quite beautiful, and I think it's very vulnerable, and I think in order for someone to really for you to let someone run off with your desires, even if they don't really kind of fully honor your desires or respect your desires or appreciate your desire, that one day, pile number 4, someone will, okay? And you're just practicing. Maybe you've finally found someone that appreciates you and your strong desires and your ability to love. Like, I feel like this is my pile who have fire energy in their chart. Like, I am sensing strong passion and strong desires and strong feelings. But it's about like someone handling them as well. I think, you will find your match. I definitely feel like there is it's interesting the other piles didn't have it, but for you, you're here to meet your match that can meet you emotionally in terms of your desires. Someone's going to desire you as much as you can desire someone. But you had to go through maybe some experiences that people were maybe a little bit cold or a little bit like distant or didn't really appreciate you, a little bit more detached than you. What I do love about this energy, and I love it the most, is that your heart doesn't know how to turn off the desire tap. It doesn't know how to turn off the love. Your soul craves desire, pile number 4, so deeply. Like, you guys could be very sensual as well. But I love it. Like, I think that is something that is very beautiful about you. It may take you into some like interesting situations or scenarios, or I think your desire is like, what is that movie? What is it? It's like a street named Desire, or a car named, I don't know. There's an old-fashioned movie, Streetcar Named Desire. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's giving me that energy. You could be into old-fashioned movies. Yeah. I do feel for you too, like I'm channeling pile number 4, as that you guys are waiting for your soulmate, or you're waiting for your counterpart. I just keep getting another person involved here. I keep getting another person involved. Like, you have so much love to give, pile number 4, so much compared to all the other piles. Like, I am like, oh, that love is going to be received soon, or it could already be happening right now as I speak. Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm also getting the Silver Linings Playbook. Why am I getting movies for your pile? You could be into movies. Yeah. They're giving me like, I don't know why Jennifer Lawrence is coming through. I don't know. Is she a fire sign? I don't know, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, so your energy, your soul is a little bit more fiery rather than watery or air. It's like fiery. It's let's see how far I can go. Push the boundaries as well. I'm getting like, you guys are a little bit like, okay. Are we really gonna have that talk, Spirit? Okay. You guys are probably my most provocative. Like, my little bit of a, I'm naughty and I like to do things a little bit saucy, and that's me, That's what I feel here for you. Okay, you guys may be my most sexually active pile. Okay. Yeah, you have deep desires, deep desires, and you want them fulfilled. You want them fulfilled like a vampire needs blood to survive. You need desire to survive. And this is what's beautiful about you, okay? You're passionate. You're just, oh. What else? Like, it's interesting because I feel a lot more life with your pile. Like, a lot more life. Like, I know I'm in Earth. I know I'm here on Earth. I know that I'm, like, I know I'm in my human body with you guys. The other piles, I was a little bit like, oh, I'm in a different realm. No, you're here. You're here. All right. I also feel like you guys are quite, how do I say it? I will be honest, I think you guys are misjudged on first appearance. Like, people may judge you, but once they get to know you, I think they're often incorrect with how they perceived you or judged you at first without knowing anything about you. That just came straight through. I also get that you are very generous and very giving. Very generous, very giving. Like, and you are my pile where your soul, as much as it desires and desires deeply, there is a lot of fun and excitement with this energy. Fun, excitement, novelty, spontaneity. Like, it's just, life is your playground. And I know that that image doesn't kind of represent that. It feels a lot darker, but ultimately I think that's what your soul yearns for. It's like she's running towards a desire. All she wants is for someone to meet her desires. That is the only time that you may feel a little distressed or a little bit like agitated or a little bit like, oh, depressed. But apart from that, you are like, you're a happy-go-lucky person. You're fun, you're excited, you're just like living life to the fullest, Like, if I want to go and have fun, I'm hanging out with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't want to take things so seriously, like, I'm coming out with you because I am so serious. Like, I really need to like lighten up a bit. I need a bit of your energy. I love your energy so much, Pound before. Oh, so let's have a look at your cards. We have the Dreamer, Visions, Trance, and Apparitions. We have the Castle. Interesting. We have Two Eyes Shut. We have Regrets. We have Honor Yourself, Euphoria. Euphoria? Oh my god, guys, if there's any pile, your soul experiences euphoria the most. Okay, like, I'm getting euphoria, ecstasy, like, oh my god. And it's interesting, this card's making me feel very intimidated. It's like, I know what I want, and this is what I get, and I get what I want. Jesus. I feel with the Regrets card, you don't have any freaking regrets. No way. No regrets. These two cards are very interesting. Very interesting. I think you're a big dreamer because I think having a distorted desire, not all the time. Like I said before, you're going to find your union. You're going to find the match, you know, someone who desires you just as much as you desire that. You will find that, okay? It's destined for you. But for all the other people that, you know, couldn't meet your level of desire, I think this card's giving me self-sacrifice, guys. Like, you sacrifice a lot. This is what makes you beautiful, by the way. Like, you're willing to work on a relationship. You're willing to, honestly, you are the type of people, I think maybe if you're not like that now, because I think you're going to break out of that, you're going to break out of this castle, but you will go to the ends of the earth to try to get what it is that you want from this person, for them to meet your desires, okay? You will literally go to the ends of the earth to try. That could have been the past, all right? But you're breaking out of that. But that's what I feel like with these two cards. I feel like with the castle, it always gives me the vibe of like, you know, a fairy princess stuck in a castle waiting for her Prince Charming or his princess to save him or her. Yeah. Wow. All you want, pile number 4, is someone to come and rescue you, to give in to you just as much as you can give in to them. But unfortunately, not everyone can do that. And I think you had to go through a few people to finally find the one that will fully give in to your desires, or will appreciate your desires. Loyalty, support, and devotion, far out. Do I have to? That's a given. You are completely loyal. You're devoted. You're supportive. You are so devoted, pile number 4. Your loyalty is deep. You may have had people betray your loyalty, but I think that is something that you won't ever kind of be able to not have. I think loyalty is a given for you. Just you know, I don't know whether you've had people be loyal to you. That could not be the case, but there is someone here. Weird, like I feel like this is someone else, even though I feel like I know that you honor yourself. You will get to a point where you will start to honor yourself and realize that your desires are worth being met. That could be the person. I don't know, but I'm feeling like another energy there. Baby, I'm a star. Oh, you are a star. Look at that. Let's have a look. What is it with? A rebel. Oh. Giving me that other movie, Rebel Without a Cause. Why am I getting all these movies? You could be into movies. You could definitely be a rebel. I definitely think you could. All right, I'm going to say this. You could definitely go to extremes. Or you could have been to extremes because you've got the disordered desire. You don't know when there's a limit here with your desires. And that's something that you've had to learn. It's like, oh, I gotta hold back on my desires now. It's not being reciprocated. That's something that you're going to be learning, or you have learned. Your reading is very specific. Your messages. 6th house routine. Interesting. Routine. Guys, you don't like routine. Fuck that. Sorry, but I'm not getting that. Your dreams need a practical plan. Alright, well. If you do want your dreams to come to fruition, you may need a bit of a practical plan. And this is interesting because I don't know why I keep bringing in a counterpart for you as part of your dreams. You, out of all the piles, need someone. You don't need, but you would flourish with someone that you can kind of like just let that desire out. But what Spirit is saying here, you know, why I was so disgusted with the routine card is because we have the rebel. You know, rebels, look, she's in a freaking tree. Why is she gonna like, I just feel like she's happy doing her own thing. She doesn't really stick by a rigid routine. However, Spirit is bringing through the practicality here when it comes to routine. You know what? Get creative with your routine, pile number 4. That could be something that your soul craves. You know? And it's good because I do feel like you guys may be not as grounded, or may find it hard to get grounded, even though you are my earth souls. I don't know why. So you should learn to get grounded a little bit more. I think it's in terms of your desires, okay? Because I feel here with your desires, you could go from hot to cold in a matter of seconds. I don't know why. Your desires can get very hot and cold. You are. So with the 6th house routine, there is something here Spirit is saying. Your dreams can come true. I feel like for some of you guys, you haven't found this perfect match to meet your desires. If you have, this could be a completely different dream. You'll know what that is, okay? And Spirit is trying to say, channel the desire. Channel it. Don't waste it. I think you could actually channel this desire into your other goals. Like, you have the dreamer that also tells me that you may have big dreams. Like, with big desires comes big dreams. It may not even just be a person, even though I feel like there is a counterpart here. It could be other dreams and desires that you have. And Spirit is wanting you. What is so beautiful about you is that you could become a star as well. I forgot about the star card. The star. Your dream may involve being seen in a larger way. But your desires need a practical plan, so get a routine into place, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, make it exciting. I think you guys would. I think you could make it exciting, make it you, make it unique. You're the rebel, do things differently, that's fine. But just get a plan so that you can make the most of your desires, pile number 4. Whew. I would be so excited to see what could come of your desires. Let's get your tarot. That is what's beautiful about you. I feel like you could give birth to a shooting, like a star. Like, your desire is so powerful. Let's see what the cards have to want to say with your tarot. We have the Sun. Oh my goodness. Can you get any more desire from the Sun? The Sun is like the light. What is it? The biggest. Look at all the sun there, the light. The passion. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. That is that. You guys are destined for success. You know, with children now, we have your counterpart that I was talking about. With a dog. I think you're going to attract someone just like you. With the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is my survivor. It's someone that has gone through a lot, but is still standing. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, like, given success. Got the 9 and 10, like, you are the Sun. Trust me, your desires will not be wasted. Before 8 of Pentacles. You're going to be someone that is very, very well known. Okay, you're going to make the most of your desires. The flame is going crazy here. You could channel your passions and your desires into your work. I think you do it in all areas of life. I don't even think you know how to be. Like, you're just larger than life. You're the Sun, pile number 4. You're the Sun. My goodness. Yeah. I just want to say that, like, I'm feeling your soul and you deserve to be loved just as much as you are able to give love. Pile number 4. A lot of success coming or already in your life. Pile number 4. Get ready for that. Let's get your intuitive messages. These are just messages that you need to hear right now, or general messages. What we're talking about. Ego death. Interesting. You could be going through an ego death, or that's something that you've recently gone through. What else do we have? We have pain. Yeah. No, don't worry about that, guys, you know. Ego deaths are not painless, are they? No. Yeah. Don't worry about that pain. That pain's just making you stronger. That's what you have to go through when you go through an ego death. Forgive them, let them go. Lovely. Because I said that you don't have regrets. This is from those past people or situations that you gave so much more than they gave to you. I have shock. Something's about to shock you. Self-employment, self-sufficiency, being able to make something of your life. You have the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles. You will most likely become your own boss. You will be, yeah, you are the pile that would be most likely to be entrepreneur, business owner, boss. Think before you speak. Your words will determine your success. With intentional speaking, your actions will flow. So make sure that you are very careful with your intentions and how you speak to yourself. Okay. Wow, pile number 4. I'm so grateful to be in your energy. I hope something resonated. If it did, feel free to leave a comment. If you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe for future readings, and I'm sending so much love.